Good morning everyone and welcome to Big OGGIE Golf. Sorry, glass. Why are my glasses always wonky? I never know. Never got a wonky head. It's Friday morning. I haven't been able to do any videos for the last few days. Haven't been out for the last few days really. Just been looking after my wife and doing family stuff. So I decided I'm off to go to Hale Golf today, the golf practice and driving range, because I just need to get some golf into my system again. I need to swing a club. I haven't played since last Sunday. I had a really good time playing with my friends at West Cornwall, just a relaxed game, no cameras or anything, and sometimes that's great. But I need to get some practice in because I'm doing some playing next week and hopefully a couple of videos. I'm off to meet up with Golf Vlogs UK with Liam and the Dick from Golf Vlogs, and they're playing at Exeter as part of their new Golf Vlogs UK minibus tour. So I'm going to pop up there next week. Hopefully going to meet up with Darren Sturman, maybe even Smithy. I think there's quite a few people that you'll know from the channel, and we're going to go up and meet them up there along with some other golf mates. And a couple of days later I'm off to the Brabazon. I'm off to meet the people that I played at St Pierre. And so that's the people from UK Corporate Golf and Generation Golf and Simon Parks who helped do some of the videos. And we're on a rematch because Simon and I won last time, and the other gentlemen have decided they want a rematch, of course. And so I need to get some practice in. Simon's handicap is shooting down, so I need to get some extra help for myself. And we're playing a super tough course. But we'll see what happens. So I'll try and get a film done as well whilst I'm there. It won't be a full course vlog or anything, but at least it'll be a fun vlog. And I'm running around organising bits and pieces at the moment for the 2,000 subscriber or 2,000 crew member giveaway. So that's all happening at the moment. So I'm quite busy, but not necessarily on channel. But today we're going to have a little bit of a random thought. So let's get over to Hale and we'll have a bit of a discussion. I have to say at the moment, the weather is frightful. Certainly not delightful. Blowing a gale, grey, wet, not pleasant. Maybe I'll be able to film at Hale, maybe you won't hear a thing. We'll find out. Okay, that didn't quite go to plan. Weather is awful, so trying to film outside is a nightmare. And the range was packed today, so I didn't want to disturb anybody, but I did manage to get my practice in. And because it's Cornwall, the tourists are about. I won't say what we call them, but it's Cornish for ants. And there's a lot of them about today, so traffic was a nightmare getting here. And I'm rushing for time. So we're going to go home and I'm going to sit down and we'll have a chat. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay everyone, I'm at home. Hot coffee on the go, and I'm just trying to dry out. Not good today. Wet, smelly dog kind of look today. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we've got the lights on and it's the middle of August. English weather. I think our summer's gone, but hopefully not. Maybe it'll be better tomorrow. I've looked at the weather report and the next week or so is all okay-ish. I've just had a call from Matt, my coach, the professor, and I'm going to be working with him hopefully tomorrow and sometime again next week. So I've got a really busy week next week now, and so that'll mean lots more videos for you to enjoy, hopefully. Now, just come back from Hale, as you know. Just been through St Just popped in to get a couple of odds and ends for my wife. Weather's still awful, fog is coming in now. If I showed you the picture out the back of my house at the moment, you wouldn't see a thing. I took a little quick video of the square in the middle of St Just, and it's getting pretty nasty out there now. So I'm glad I'm home. So, question for today, a little bit of Big OGGIE Golf rambling. How to improve my game. I think what's been happening, certainly for the last couple of years, since I kind of started golf, I've kind of ambled through it and I've just done my best. But I've missed out on a trick. And I missed out on it almost from the very start of when I played. Incidentally, I was in Hale Golf today, and Ian Luke is the owner there. And it's all basically to do with his daughter, Charlotte. Charlotte Luke plays golf. Ian doesn't really play golf, but obviously he runs the whole of the Hale Golf business, and that's enough, really. It's like working in a chocolate factory. You don't eat the chocolate. So, but his daughter does play, and she's a teenager, I think. Yes, still a teenager, and she's a member of West Cornwall, and she plays in the juniors and everything. And from time to time, I've bumped into her and watched her as she's been on the range, and I've kind of been death down the range from her and just watching her play and watching her practice, and it's brilliant. I mean, it's just super smooth and just right. Does that make sense? You know, there's me trying to erratically whack a ball here and there, and she just goes out, does her practice, does what she has to do, and it just looks effortless. And then I bumped into Matt's son, James, and also another lad called James, who we're going to put on the channel very soon. We're going to get them both together. And so I started meeting lots of other juniors to do with the channel, because obviously I travel lots of different places. And you watch them all play and you think, this is how we should be playing. This is how I should be playing. And I think the problem is, certainly for people like me, you know, 50 odd, well, I think it's multifold, to be honest. It's basically, we don't listen. We don't learn as quickly, or probably that we've got too much of our own attitude. Okay, so, and that's no disrespect to anyone of our age, but I think when you get to a certain age, say, I don't know, say 30, say mid-20s to 30, you kind of rebel from anything educational. You kind of stop getting into that mode, which children, because they're in school every day almost, they're still in that kind of cycle where you're taught something, you trust the person who teaches you that the facts are right or the examples are right, and you learn from it. And coincidentally, obviously, you know, my wife's not been very well, and she's watching doctor programs at the moment, you know, programs on inside medical practice, which is probably not the best thing to watch. But you know, quite often she'll, you know, sit there and literally argue with the camera, with the screen, and go, you know, how dare that doctor just be patronising and assume he can tell that person that, you know, what she's doing is wrong and treat her like a little kid. And that's a bit like what we're like as golfers. You know, we spend, or you know, plenty of you out there will spend a fair bit of money on lessons, and you know, you have the lesson, however much it costs you, and your pro teaches you a few new things or tweaks something to fix something you're doing, and that's fine, and you go out and have a bit of practice with it. You know, works on the day, you have a bit of practice with it, maybe at the range, and that's working. You might even be working a few times on the course. But the minute it starts going wrong, you know, you have a bad round, or you have maybe 2 bad rounds, you start thinking, oh, this isn't right. And what do? You revert back to type. You revert back to what you did before, because you strangely believe that what you were doing in the first place was better. And it's not. In reality, it's not. And you kind of know it's not, but you still do what you want, not what you're told. And I've discussed this on the channel a few times recently, especially when you've watched the Perranport videos, and you know that if I have a shot that I don't see the target, so if I have a shot over a blind hill and I know it's 160 yards to the green, I don't trust my shot to hit 160 yards. I think I'm going to get it right. I go to swing it, something in my brain clicks, and I kind of pull out the shot. I almost punch the shot more than actually drive the full shot properly. And they often end up at the top of the mound, which is fine, because I can then see for the next shot and I can see down to where I'm going, and that's better. But it's a lack of trust. It's a lack of trust in my ability, but it's also a lack of trust in the person that teaches you. You know, they have, you know, say Matt, we'll use Matt as an example, because obviously this is me and Matt. I want to have a lesson with Matt. Matt will teach me something, and then, you know, we do a bit of a gap test, and let's say my 8-iron goes 125 yards. I know it goes 125 yards. We did a gap test many months ago now. 125 yards every time. So why don't I think that when I'm on a course and I maybe have a blind shot for say 125 yards, so I do not think, oh, let's go and get the 8-iron out and let's swing it properly and fully and it will go 125 yards, land on the green or near the green. I see a blind area, or I don't see where I'm supposed to be going, and I kind of pull out with the shot. And I think that's part of the problem I've been getting with the par threes as well. I should trust my swing. I should trust the teaching that has been given to me. I should do what I'm told. And I don't. All the time I kind of just pull out the stuff, I tense up, it all goes wrong. So should we not, as grown-ups, as adults, sometimes adults, should we not revert back to being children? Should we not be juniors? Because I think we can learn a lot from juniors, from the way they play, the way they are fearless, and not so much in the fact they just go for everything gung-ho, but the fact is that they trust what they're taught. You know, they start from scratch. They don't have any misconceptions. They don't have any ideas that, oh, I played a bit here and there on pitch and putts and I had a go with my dad a few years ago and, oh, I know how to whack a ball, and, or I'm bigger and stronger than this, I can hit the ball further. They don't have that. They start, like I said, mostly from scratch. They go to have lessons. They get taught a certain way to swing, a certain way to hit a ball, and below me, they basically do it. They basically do the swing as they're taught, and they listen and they practice. And obviously that helps, but I think mostly they listen. So next time you have a lesson, next time you have a bit of advice that really works, use it. And it doesn't matter if it goes wrong for a while, still trust in it. Still trust in the fact that what was taught you works, but maybe you got it wrong for a couple of times. Go back, remember what you did. It's a horrible day today. I'm actually going to spend the evening, quite possibly, going back and looking through all the videos I did with Matt, and there's a lot of them now, because I've probably forgotten more than I've remembered. And you know, sometimes when I'm playing around West Cornwall, halfway around the round, it suddenly clicks, and I'm thinking, blimey, why didn't I do what Matt taught me? And then I start using it and it works. So, time to trust the pro, time to trust your pro, and work on being a junior. Trust the judgment of people that are teaching you, and trust the fact that you can do it properly. Okay? So, that's my little random thought for the day. I have plenty of them, believe me. Like I said, I'm going to be on a course very soon. I'm going to be on a whole bunch of courses over the next week or so, and a bit further than that. Got new shoes. You'll be able to see new shoes on the channel very soon. Going from white, orange and blue to blue and pink. I know orange was so 2018. Pink is the colour now for me as an artist this year. And before I go, by the way, this is National Rum Day, I believe. So, guess what I'll be drinking tonight? I'm a pirate, of course I will be. Now, if you have yet to join the crew, if you've yet to subscribe, if you want to call it that, but if you've yet to come and join the crew, please do so. Please click on the video and click on that little bell icon and get all your notifications, okay? Building up this competition for the 2000 crew member, and we're getting there pretty steadily now, actually. The prizes is coming together really nicely. Little bits and pieces are being agreed all over the place. I think you're really going to like it. And it's not just about the prize. I mean, it never was just about the prize here on this channel. I've got lots of ideas, and I just feel mentally in my own head that, you know what I'm like. The channel needs to be at 2,000 before I can move on to do the things I want to do the things that I think there'll be enough of you will want to interact with and I want to take part in. So it's just purely for me to tick a box in my own head. But help me out here if you can. So spread the word, tell your friends, and I'll see you on a course very soon. Bye for now, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening to me rambling away. Probably talking nonsense, but actually, yeah, be a junior for a while. Go and see some juniors. Go and watch some juniors. Go and see what they do, and trust your pro. Bye for now. Speak soon.